The roar before the storm. The Aventador SVJ arrives like a statement, not a car announcement, but a manifesto. Where the regular Aventador already read as a modern-day bull, the SVJ, Super Veloce Jota, is sharper, louder, and unapologetically track-focused. Its silhouette compresses muscle and geometry into a single visual scream, low nose, wide hips, and an omega-shaped rear wing that looks engineered to slice wind and carve corners. The cabin is Spartan in the best possible sense, driver-focused, premium, and ready for purposeful abuse. What SVJ means: heritage and intent. SVJ stands for Super Veloce Jota, a name that nods to Lamborghini's history and a motorsport rulebook, IFA Appendix J. The SV, Super Veloce badge, denotes the most extreme road-going versions of Lamborghini's V12 lineage. The J references the track-focused spirit. Together, they tell you this is not just a styling exercise, but the product of aerodynamics, weight reduction, and engine development pushing the Aventador toward race-bred behavior. The heart: 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12. Under the engine cover sits Lamborghini's atmospheric 6.5-liter V12. For the SVJ, it was tuned to deliver peak power in the high RPM band, producing roughly 759 bhp, around 770 PS, and a broad torque curve that rewards redline work. This is a traditional high-revving power plant. No turbos, just displacement, valves, and an intoxicating soundtrack that is central to the car's character. The mechanical purity couples with a 7-speed single-clutch ISR transmission and an advanced all-wheel drive layout to put power to the tarmac. Numbers that matter: performance figures. On paper, the SVJ's figures are supercar shorthand: 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour in about 2.8 seconds, a claimed top speed in the neighborhood of 350 kilometers per hour, 217 miles per hour, and a dry curb weight in the mid-1500 kilogram range depending on spec and options. These headline numbers are the outcome of engine output, aerodynamics, chassis tuning, and aggressive weight-saving measures. They're what get headlines, but the real story is how those numbers translate to real-world cornering, braking, and driver confidence. Active Aero, ALA 2.0, and the aerodynamic leap. One of the SVJ's technical centerpieces is Lamborghini's Aerodynamica Lamborghini Attiva system, significantly evolved for the SVJ into ALA 2.0. This active aero system dynamically redistributes airflow front to rear and side to side using movable flaps, ducts, and the dramatic rear wing. The idea is simple but radical. Reduce drag where you want top speed, add downforce where you need cornering grip or braking stability. On tracks with variable corner types, ALA 2.0 gives a measurable lap time advantage by changing aerodynamic balance in milliseconds based on steering inputs and speed. Chassis and suspension: rigidity meets tactility. Beneath the bodywork, the SVJ uses a carbon fiber monocoque and extensive carbon fiber reinforcement to keep weight down and stiffness up. The suspension is tuned for high lateral loads, pushrod geometry inspired by motorsport, adaptive dampers, and Brembo-style high-performance brakes, all designed so the car communicates with the driver without telegraphing impending limits. It's a car that rewards commitment. If you ask it hard questions, it will answer with speed, but it expects correct inputs. Steering, traction, and the four-wheel drive dance. The SVJ's electronics suite, including torque vectoring, four-wheel drive, and the ALA system, work together to manage how power and grip are delivered. Lamborghini's handling philosophy favors oversteer potential balanced with stability management. The SVJ lets the tail play but not betray. The steering is direct and mechanical feeling for a modern supercar, tuned so micro-inputs have predictable outcomes at speed. Weight savings and materials: carbon everywhere. Carbon fiber is everywhere on the SVJ, not for show, but to shed grams where the effect on dynamics is greatest. Lighter body panels, a carbon fiber roof option, and carbon trim save mass and lower inertia. Some additions reduced interior luxuries in favor of Alcantara, exposed carbon, and lightweight seats. The result is quicker changes in direction and improved braking performance. In the realm of high performance, grams are laps. Visual identity: function first, drama second. The SVJ's appearance is extreme because function demanded it. Front splitter, enlarged intakes, new side skirts, and the enormous rear wing are not merely aesthetics, they are the physical result of wind tunnel iteration. The Omega rear wing and the reshaped rear deck serve to increase downforce, while the vents channel hot air away from the engine and brakes.
In short, it looks aggressive because it performs aggressive tasks. The interior, a pilot's environment. Step inside and you find a cockpit designed for concentration. The instrument cluster is digital and configurable with a focus on revs and drive mode. Controls are logically placed. The center console is an aircraft-like cluster of toggles and switches. Materials are premium but purposeful: Alcantara, carbon fiber, and metal. The SVJ balances luxury and weight economy, offering creature comforts but never at the expense of performance intent. The road versus the track. Two personalities. The SVJ lives in a duality: street-legal creature comfort and track-dominant predator. On public roads, it's loud, immediate, and remarkably capable, but it can be harsh in daily traffic because every inch of suspension and gearbox tune favors performance. On track, the SVJ's character blossoms. Braking points are shorter, turn-in is sharper, and the aero suite shows its value. Owners who drive their SVJs on both arenas get a car that is thrillingly uncompromising. Special editions, SVJ 63, and ad personam choices. Lamborghini celebrated the SVJ with special editions, most notably the SVJ 63, limited to 63 units in reference to Lamborghini's founding year, each with exclusive finishes and carbon fiber use. Ad personam customization allowed buyers to specify bespoke paint, interior trims, and unique details, making each special edition a collector's item. Limited runs and rare factory options contribute to the SVJ's halo status in the modern V12 era. Soundtrack, the V12's emotional currency. The sound of the SVJ's V12 is a large part of its appeal. There's an analog warmth to atmospheric power plants that turbocharged systems struggle to replicate. The intake growl at part throttle, the build to a stratospheric wail at redline, and the rasp of an open exhaust under full load. For many, that soundtrack is more than noise. It is the emotional currency that justifies the SVJ's existence. The exhaust note becomes the car's signature every time the throttle is kissed. Ownership, practicalities, and passion. Owning an SVJ is a passion project mixed with practical realities. Insurance, maintenance, and fuel costs are high. Servicing often requires specialist care, and track use will accelerate wear. But the social and experiential dividends, track days, owner events, and the sheer joy of driving a V12 powerhouse are unique. Many owners balance their SVJs with less extreme daily drivers, reserving their Lamborghini for spirited runs and events where it can stretch its legs. Legacy, the last roar of a naturally aspirated era. The SVJ stands as one of the culminating iterations of Lamborghini's naturally aspirated V12 philosophy. As emissions rules tighten and manufacturing